So guys, by the time y'all are seeing this video, we're going to be just roughly an hour away from another Nintendo Direct. That's actually going to be announcing a bunch of third-party titles coming out for the system probably this year and in 2026, I am assuming. So if you guys want to join me and watch that, make sure you all follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/keysworn27. But anyway, gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Keysworn, and some of you may know me as Tenek127 Gaming. And welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk to y'all about Pokemon, specifically Pokémon Legends Z-A. However, if you want to stay up to date on all things Pokemon, make sure you are liking today's video, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and let's go ahead and get on into today's topic. So, I'm honestly laughing to myself right now when it comes to this situation, because I've been in this scenario before, and I was in this scenario roughly 4 or 5 years ago when Pokemon Unite first got announced. I remember it. Oh man, just like it was yesterday. I said to myself, and I looked at it, and I was like, hold on, Pokemon, a creature collecting and fighting game as a MOBA. You know, a game that's based on PvP anyway. You know, where you have to collect and battle. You know, that's kind of a different, innovative thing for it. It's not your typical Pokemon experience, but it's a innovative thing that works. Lo and behold, 5 years later, Pokemon Unite is very successful. It is a massive esport, and the game's doing pretty well. And I called that. I said that, you know, Pokemon Unite was going to be a decent game. And I got so many comments, so many people tell me, well, Tenek, nobody asked for this, man. We didn't want this kind of Pokemon. It's not for everybody. It's just, it was something cool. And especially since consoles lack heavily with isometric MOBAs, I thought Pokemon Unite was a good thing. But anyway, we're off topic. We're here to talk about Pokemon Legends Z-A. So here I am. I'm at it again. I'm looking at Pokemon Legends Z-A, and I'm like, alright, this looks cool. You know, it's kind of got that combat of Pokemon Legends and a little bit of the style of Scarlet and Violet. And, you know, it's got that Switch 2 performance on it. It's looking really clean, a bit more urban, you know, and futuristic, a lot more style and stuff to it. I'm liking the way this game looks, and I know people really enjoyed Pokemon Legends. That was a pretty decent one. So if you take the two latest and kind of, you know, blend that style together a little bit, people should be happy. But I look around, people mad again. And I just, when it comes to Pokemon, I don't know what people expect anymore. Let me tell y'all a story about the one time I was pissed that Pokemon went ahead and innovated. All right? And a lot of you guys, hopefully y'all share this same sentiment with me. Y'all want to know the Pokemon game I'm mad at? It's the Pokemon Let's Go games. You know, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. The fact that you cannot use a regular Switch Joy-Con controller or Pro controller on that game is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Y'all take the classic Pokemon Red, Yellow, and Blue series and remake them into these Let's Go games. And we can't use the classic control scheme on it because y'all wanted to innovate with a little Pokeball. It is 2025 and regular controls still have not been patched into that game yet. But now that, I think, is a legit thing to be upset over. And I'm not saying, you know, everyone else's opinions are not legit. I know how that sounds, all right? That sounded kind of wrong, the way I said that. I'm not going to front. That sounded pretty crazy. But I'm just saying, you know, that, I feel like that's something worth, you know, just really being upset about. Because it ruins the way you play the game. It forces you to play it a certain way when they're remaking a classic that you grew up with. But Pokemon Legends Z-A, this is innovation the right way. Creature collecting, turn-based battles, a whole new story, a more futuristic environment, but it does the same thing that we Pokemon fans come to love and enjoy. I don't understand what's so bad about this or what's so wrong with it. And I don't know what, like I said before, I don't know what kind of innovation or changes people are looking for in the Pokemon games. I hope it's not something super realistic. Because I promise y'all, if Game Freak goes and makes a hyper-realistic Pokemon, y'all going to love the trailer but hate the game. And I'm calling that now. Do you want the battle system to change up? Do you want things to just stay classic the way they used to be? And if that's the case, what's wrong with this? I don't know. When I look at these games, and I've been seeing the criticism since Sword and Shield came out. These bigger 3D, more ambitious, yet still kind of the same console-based Pokemon games, I think they're cool. I used to wish for this back, on Game Boy when I had nothing but a Game Boy and Nintendo 64. I used to say to myself, like, man, I can't wait till they make a Pokemon game like Red and Blue that you can play on the TV. And now here I am in the 2020s, and here it is on the Switch. I think it's cool. I love it. I don't know, guys. Like, what if for y'all that play, and if you have an issue with Z-A, let me know what y'all are thinking down in the comments. Y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.